Hello, and welcome back to Pacific Drive. We're going to leave this here, and yes, directly behind us basically. We've got one there, and one back here. We're going to grab these and we're going to run for it. And I'm going to eat some food because I've just realised I've walked out of the car. There's a decent amount of health missing. Get off. Luckily I've got a packed lunch. Run! Get mine. I will come back and I will defeat you. We do need to defeat those. We need to somehow get that back. Now here's the road. That's where the car is. Now, where did you put my battery? Where's my, well, battery, arc, stabilizer, anchor thing? Wouldn't you rather have this? Did it work? Kinda. Why am I opening the boots? It goes inside. Good news. We got all the energy. Additional good news. We are doing pretty well on resources. Careful. Pickpockets. What do we have here then? Just lead shielding, it looks like. I mean, I'll grab it. I think the last time this was about, there were a load of those thermal sap crystals, wasn't there? Put that back in its rightful spot. You can get back here, you prick. Mine. So their purpose in life is to just be arseholes. Right. Nope. Nope. We leave. Couple reasons. One, we're not getting very far with it. Two, we are clearly being irradiated while we're doing it. And three, bubblegum buddies have arrived. And four, I'm worried about the pickpocket moving around and perhaps like maybe nicking stuff out of the car. Okay. Is this another mural, I wonder? In fact, they all will be, won't they? Because it said that it's all done by that painter lady, didn't it? And there's mild radiation here as well. Plenty of this stuff, isn't there? It's too bad that there isn't thermal sap crystals here. Otherwise, we could have got quite a bit of stuff. Anyway. We're actually getting quite a bit. Oh, just in the centre here. We're out of the radiation zone. Really? That didn't count? Right. There's the next mural. Great
pile up. You know, if you catch the mural at the right angle, when the moon is right overhead, you can spot the helmsman's body in one of the boats.
No chance. It's a paint smudge, nothing more.
Believe me, it's true. I've seen it.
This is gonna go funny as well.
Oh, did you see that, Francis? Oh boy, Francis, look. Look here, it's different from our sketch when we visited in '82.
It's all scrambled, but the shape seems familiar. If you tilt your head, doesn't that kind of look like Mount Olympus?
Oh, Francis, you flippin' genius! It absolutely is. Wait, let's look back at the first one. What's different there?
That shape right there, is that Hook Valley?
Holy smokes! Oh, wait, pull up all the topographical maps of the peninsula. Now look around the areas where you'd get that view of Mount Olympus. See, Francis? I told you your basilizer would work.
I don't think this is the basilizer stone.
Driver, we're on to something. Get to that third vision.
You know, I'm telling you, the helmsman never made it out of the zone. He died here.
Not this again. I still don't know why you're so convinced he existed in the first place.
Driver, back me up here. This is how the story goes. It was the winter of '72. A ship set sail down the Columbia River 100 miles east of here. The helmsman was overcome by bad weather, and while in a particularly foggy patch, the boat hit something, and the impact threw him from the deck. When he woke up, he was on a boat on this very lake, smack in the middle of the zone, with no idea how he got there. He had with him a ridiculous amount of cash and paid anyone and everyone to get him out of the zone. But no matter how he tried to leave, on foot, in a transport, he would always head into a fog and re-emerge on another boat. At last count, the great pileup was 20 boats high and 30 boats wide.
A limb duplication glitch, nothing more.
You, of all people, blaming limb tech instead of a good old-fashioned mystery?
It doesn't add up. Artist's favorite pastime was carting people out of the zone. How could someone actually fail to escape? And a mysterious man with a backpack full of cash, and the one place he can't spend it. Seems awfully fishy to me. So about that last vision. I can't. Yeah, I can't even look at it. Francis, you explain it.
Maybe you've already seen them, driver. A freestanding bright blue door in its frame, out in the wilderness with nothing around it. If you do see one, don't get anywhere close to it.
I don't want to talk about it.
He was pretty close to a doorway when it opened. It's called the inverting doorway. When the door is shut, it's safe. But once in a while, it opens, and everything near it is turned inside out. Its victims are mostly bears, squirrels, and birds. They all go through hell. Meat and bones on the outside, fur and feathers on the inside. It's... Now, let me see. Once, a group of hikers didn't heed the warning, and...
No, we're done here, driver. If you see one, you stay away from it. That's all you need to know. Let's go.
Okay. It would actually be really cool if, like, all this stuff that they're going on about was actually real. And you could actually find it all in the zone. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there are a few Easter eggs like that. But anyway, right. Get to the car. Health is getting a bit low. But our batteries are low as well, so if there's ever been a time to use medkits, it will be now. Right. So, we'll go through the waterway. Up between the islands, get to the final mural, and then we will make a break for it out of here. We'll see as to whether or not we let's not go into all that mess. Is that sounded like an abductor or something. We didn't go through a pickpocket, did we? Oh, we did. I was just looking at my car then. No, we didn't. We took that off. That's the battery. But that noise means that one is probably close. That like grunting, groaning noise. Sounds like a fat guy with indigestion after a meal. Right. We could try this again while we're here. I think surprisingly we got most of them. I think even with little things like that, we're only getting like 2 or 3 per. Right. There we go. Okay. I'm getting a bit better at this. But yeah, it sounds like the thermal back is probably just better at this. It looks like we've got most of it. There's a few on this one. It's quite high. But it looks like what you need to do is to not be close to it or looking at it. I mean, I say that, but I'll be honest. Like, I was close to that and kind of looking at it then, and yet still shows up. I think the ones that are left are quite hard to reach. We'll struggle. We'll see if we can find some more salamander grottos, maybe. We can use the radar ones. No, not much. Not a whole lot left. Okay. Coral out of the water. By the way, did I never scan these either, did I? We need to drop some of this off. We'll grab some of that material then and call it quits there. Right. No, not the crowbar yet. That was a good amount then. We haven't got much left. Starting to run out of juice. Right, so we kind of have to look away. Yeah, we can't even reach that stuff up there. Not a bad one then. That was really good. Ooh. Right. How much have we got? 50 odd. There's still some stuff in here as well that we wanted. Oh. Yeah. I think we're more or less done with swamp coral. Let's get out of here. Car's in pretty good shape. The swamp coral seems to be a case of, it's like, yeah, you can't be looking at it or too close, or it just goes away. So you have to kind of sort of lure it out and then be quick on the draw with the hand vacuum. But I'm guessing that the thermal one probably has better range and better power, so it'll quickly like scoop them up, I'm guessing. And so yeah, had we not been had we brought the better vacuum cleaner and not been carrying this, we would have probably managed to get quite a bit of the stuff. So that's the blue door.
The inverting doorway.
No. I don't like this one. Bingo!
See that pattern in the last mural? That flower only grows above a certain elevation. Put the 3 locations together, and you've got a square mile in the northeast corner of the deep zone. Huh. The visions were pointing towards something the entire time.
Hey, Oppie, you can stop pretending to ignore us now. Take a look at this fine work. We've pinned down the location for the source of the mass hallucination. That's where the driver needs to go.
Well, what do you know?
Well, I knew the basilizer worked. What did I tell you, huh?
He still doesn't know, Francis.
You know what? Oppie?
Not my story to share. My theory, and that basilizer, they're, illegitimate.
Wait, what are you saying?
I built that device to prove my imprint theory, and it was on the verge of getting the results I needed. But my research funding was running out. So, I forged the data. Not much, just enough to justify more time. I was so close. I knew the breakthrough was right around the corner. But Arda found out. That's why I was reassigned, and my clearance revoked.
Wait, you told me you changed labs voluntarily.
8 years of research with nothing to show for it, and then for that to happen, I couldn't face you.
That doesn't mean your theory is wrong. I still think there's something to it. There's a common thread with some of the remnant stories, like the telephone switchboard, the ones that seem to recall the past somehow. Maybe the remnants access those imprints, read them like a needle in the groove of a record.
Don't. You don't have to do that. It's in the past. I don't care about it anymore.
But listen, I've got this suspicion, right? If we can just get the car to the mass hallucination source, what do we find that can prove your theory? It's worth a try, isn't it?
I'm tired of trying, Tobias. I've tried all my life, and it didn't go so well.
Look, I don't have one of those fancy degrees that you and Oppie have. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab bench. But I saw the incredible things that you did with your research.
Yeah, well, Arda didn't think they were incredible.
I don't care about Arda. I believe in you. Always have.
I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do this with her. Oppie led the disciplinary committee that stripped my clearance and demoted me to a glorified intern. She sat there and decided how best to humiliate me. I never asked for anything. This one time I do, so I would never have to talk to Oppie again. You didn't listen. Your remnant was more important than what I wanted.
Francis, I didn't mean...
I've had enough.
That's... he'll come around. Sorry, driver. We'll see you back at the auto shop.
Sounds like there's some trouble in paradise there. Right, we'll take this route back. We've been past here a few times, so we know the way that we're going to be going. Ooh, that's a can opener trail there. We'll not stick around in that just in case. So yeah, we know the route round here, so we can easily go. It says. Right. It sounds though then. So Tobias is a lab assistant then, he's not a full-on degree holder. So he would just prep things for him and get things ready and that. From the sounds of it. And Francis was the person whose lab he was assisting. So we kind of know how they're all, well, how they all know each other now. And why don't really like often. I'm sure we'll find out a bit more though now when we get back. But it sounds like this whole theory of we can get into the centre of the zone and possibly save you and all that might not be as sound as we would like.
Interesting thing about that deep zone area you identified. I ran every coordinate in that area through the auto database, and what turns up? But access logs with entry records for Dr. K up through March 1963.
What?
No, the doctor died in 1961. In the lab accident.
So we were told. Then, I found access logs for both that deep zone site and Red Meadow. Years and years worth of activity.
The Red Meadow Research Facility? But it was demolished the same year. After the structural damage caused by the... lied about that too, didn't they?
It appears so. The driver should give the Red Meadow ruins a visit. If Dr. K didn't die that day, I'd like to know what was keeping him so busy.
So would I, but... do we have time for this? We don't know how long the driver's got with that remnant.
And that's why we need this information. Whatever Dr. K was doing relates to all of this. It may be the key to what lies at the end of the road for the driver.
I... agree with you. God, I hate saying that.
Driver, I've marked the Red Meadow facility on your route planner. Head there whenever you're ready.
I've been turned into pure data. Do not delete any files on any computer in the zone. I've been turned into pure data. So it looks to be pulling in messages from elsewhere. Like intercepting them. As well as there's definitely a person in there. It's a combination of them then. Well, there's one area that we can get through to there that isn't irradiated to high hell. Curious fragility. Try not to get damaged there then. And just what the hell? Anchor party. Oh yeah, you can see there's a lot more energy there than there normally would be. Tons of stuff as well, but the time on it is barely a sliver. This is the one that we activated that stabilizer thing on, isn't it? I wonder what they actually do then, other than just call in the damn storm. But yeah, all of these areas going through here are absolutely horrendous. Right. What's here anyway? Sap compressors. And there's a decent number of resources. Twisted embers, so that'll give us tree candies. Have we not scanned the Arda truck? Because it's telling us one of those things there isn't recognised. Yeah, you can just... Yeah, we're telling us that one of the trucks in that location wasn't recognised still. So yeah, there we go. Mostly recognised now. More perpetual stability. Before we do anything, whilst I remember, thermal that. And utilities? Yeah. Mobile workbench. We can't actually make it yet. And I thought this might give us a remnant ghost, because we were scanning those remnant murals, so I thought we might have got the Lazarus device from that then, but apparently not. Right. We could get the nitro boost, not that I think we'd use it, because it uses, yeah, bumper. These are useless. We could get a plasma charger. I guess it's better than a battery jumper. Leak resistant fuel tank, fuel synthesizer, paddle tires. We're getting to the point where we're ready to move on to corrupted energy almost now. Not quite, but a lot of the things we can get with unstable are just about done. Right. Bio flare gun. Unnecessary. Okay. We're nearly there with the tools. I think we might leave it there for now. I might get this circuit board and do that. But we might want to get maybe parts lockers and pneumatic lockers. We're probably getting to that point. But we're ready to start getting corrupted energy, to be honest with you. But we need those thermosap crystals, and we might be able to get some here. We will need an impact hammer, and we'll probably want a spare one in case. If we are... yeah. If we're going through here, then yeah, we're gonna want a few of those. Just looking at the resources, twisted embers, sap compressors, but there's a decent amount of resources. Odds are there's gonna be a lot, and I mean a lot, of thermosap crystals there. If there is, if I remember correctly, what we're wanting them for, we need to restabilize junctions. We can start doing that to make it easier to make our way through, and we can build that engine upgrade. I think we also need them for carbon fiberglass, don't we? No, it's tree candy for that, isn't it? Right. We've got a lot to restock. Right. Well, with that in mind, I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Pacific Drive. We're probably going to need to do an entire episode of just repairing at this rate. But if we're not too long, we might quickly head through these first area junctions as well before we go for this next mission. But yeah, got a lot done there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.